In 2013, in Hong Kong, I was handling a lot of cases for asylum seekers and refugee claimants. And one individual in particular became my most significant client. That was Mr. Edward Snowden. On the morning of the 10th of June, I received a phone call, and Mr. Snowden required urgent legal advice and legal assistance. So it was of immediate concern that Mr. Snowden be placed in a safe location where the media wouldn't be able to find him, or the government, or any foreign government. I advised Mr. Snowden that he should be located in the middle of the city, in the middle of the population, but with the refugee community. I introduced him over the next few weeks to 3 different families who met with Mr. Snowden, and I asked the families if they'd be comfortable to have Mr. Snowden stay with them. And without hesitation, the Snowden refugees, the 3 families, accepted Mr. Snowden into their homes. The media, the government, they were scrambling to find Mr. Snowden, but they were looking in all the wrong places. So in effect, I had advised that Mr. Snowden be hidden in plain sight in the middle of the city, but with a community that's, if I can use an analogy, are considered Hong Kong's untouchables, that people just would not look, not even pay attention to them. The Snowden refugees had broken no laws. All they did is they treated him as a fellow refugee claimant, as a fellow asylum seeker. And there's a lot of misunderstandings in the public that, the asylum seekers, the Snowden refugees, helped somebody who was a fugitive. But Mr. Snowden was not a fugitive under Hong Kong law. And then in 2015, I became aware of the Hollywood director Oliver Stone making a film about my client, Mr. Snowden. And I was informed by Oliver Stone that he had already filmed most of the picture, which included a portrayal of my clients in Hong Kong, the Snowden refugees. After the Oliver Stone film came out, the Immigration Department, after almost 5 years, reactivated only the Snowden refugee cases, singling them out, targeting them, and to screen them as fast as they could. And it was clear they were doing this simply for the purpose to deport them, expedite their cases, reject them, and deport them. They were trying to frustrate my ability to handle their cases by having me do them all at the same time and reactivate other cases, just simply trying to reject their cases on a technicality because I wasn't able to file the cases on time, or I wasn't able to put in full submissions. In parallel to this, at the same time, the Hong Kong government social welfare department, which provides funding to the refugee community, cut off their humanitarian support. So no rent, no food, no money for electricity or cooking gas, no transport money. So the Hong Kong government had a security interest in Mr. Snowden, and they punished the asylum seekers for not providing them with information about Mr. Snowden. At the same time, in September, October 2016, the Sri Lankan Police Criminal Investigation Division, renowned for its use of torture, the Sri Lankan military, accused of genocide, crimes against humanity, and war crimes, targeted 2 of the Snowden refugee families in Sri Lanka, harassed and threatened the families, demanding they provide the addresses, telephone numbers, other contact information of the Snowden refugees in Hong Kong, as well as the friends and associates of the Snowden refugees in Hong Kong. And then, within a month and a half, 2 months later, it was discovered that the Sri Lankan police, CID, had flown into Hong Kong with the specific purpose to target, locate, and engage the Snowden refugees. So as soon as we discovered that the police were on the ground, arrangements were made to have the clients removed from their homes and brought to new safe locations. What the Hong Kong police did is they waited for a number of witnesses to the Sri Lankan police illegal entry into Hong Kong and arbitrarily arrested them and arbitrarily detained them. And this is illegal. No person can be arbitrarily arrested or detained. And they were grabbing a number of my clients and a number of other witnesses, forcing them into a police van, taking their cell phones, taking the data off their cell phones, taking their identity document. And the first question they asked one of the witnesses was not about the Sri Lankan police in Hong Kong, not about the Snowden refugees, but about Mr. Snowden in 2013. So looking at the statistics of the acceptance rate of asylum seekers in Hong Kong, it was effectively 0%. My clients had no chance to succeed in their cases. So what the clients were advised was to take another route. I approached a group of young Canadian lawyers in Montreal and Quebec, Canada, and asked them if they could assist to file refugee claims with the Canadian government, if that was even possible. And it was. That was the main opportunity for the Snowden refugees to secure asylum status, or refugee status, and to relocate and settle in a safe country. In parallel to all of this, the Immigration Department had targeted myself and had asked the Duty Lawyer Service to remove me from the cases. That was not successful. The Immigration Department then complained to the Bar Association and made a complaint that I had breached the bar code in acting for my clients. And that has not been successful. The Legal Aid Department in Hong Kong, after September 2016, stopped all payment to me. And then the Hong Kong government, and in my view, this was simply an act of desperation, had the Hong Kong police investigate myself. This became a real threat. And it was in October 2017 that the police were actively seeking to find me. On November 30th, 2017, with the assistance of the Canadian government, the Canadian consulate, a number of Canadian consular officials assisted me at the airport to go through immigration and to board a flight to leave Hong Kong. And I was able to do that, and I landed safely in Canada. So it was an enormous amount of pressure that was brought against me with the ultimate goal of targeting the Snowden refugees. Since I've left Hong Kong, I continue to work on all my asylum and refugee claims. But for the appeals, the refugee appeals, the Duty Lawyer Service has removed me from 5 of the 7 Snowden refugees cases, which is improper. It's really improper. Mind you, I still act for all the Snowden refugees privately, but in terms of their appeals, I've been removed from their cases.